Chapter 1. Welcome to Hearthstone. Are you interested in a collectible card game that is fun, online, and easy to learn? Well, you're in luck, because Blizzard's Hearthstone is all the rage right now. The purpose of this guide will be to take you from a brand new player to someone who is more than capable of holding their own in this fast-paced action card game. Interested? I hope so. So let's get started. What is Hearthstone? Hearthstone is a collectible card game that can be played on the computer, iPhone, tablet, or Android smartphones. A collectible card game is one where you have a deck of cards that you use to compete against other cards. You build your collection of cards as you play, and your collection grows over time. Let's look at some basic facts about the game. In Hearthstone, you play a class. There are 9 classes total. Each class has a different selection of special cards, called class cards, that only each specific class can use. You create decks for each class that you choose. You also have 18 deck slots and can create as many different combinations that you can think of. Every deck is made of 30 cards. No more, no less. Before you are able to play the game, you must go through the tutorial and practice mode until you have unlocked all 9 classes. This will open you up to playing the other various game modes. How do you play Hearthstone? Hearthstone is a very simple game to learn, but a difficult one to master. The basics of the game are very simple. You start the round by drawing 3 cards, if you are going first, 4 cards if you are going second. You are given the option at the beginning of the round whether you want to keep the 3 cards that you drew, or if you want, you can choose to send any number of cards back into the deck and draw new cards. But be warned, you can only do this once. This is known as a mulligan, and it allows you to have some basic control over how you are able to play at the start. Once you and your opponent have drawn your cards, the game begins. Each turn you receive 1 card from your deck and 1 mana. Mana is one of the most important resources in game because mana is how you play cards. All cards have mana costs. For example, the popular card Knife Juggler has a mana cost of 2. That means in order to play the Knife Juggler card, you must pay 2 mana first. Then you will be able to play the card. Each turn your total mana is refreshed, and you gain 1 additional mana, all the way up until you reach 10 mana. The most mana you can ever have is 10, and that would be after 10 rounds of play. Once you have drawn your card, you may then play any card that you can afford via mana cost. There are 4 types of card that you can play: weapons, spells, minions, and secrets. Minions. Minion cards are played on the board, and once you play them, they stick around until they are killed. They have attack and health points, and unlike other card games, these values can go up and down in the process of the game. Minion cards can attack either the player, what we call the face, or other minions. If a minion attacks another minion, they both deal damage to each other equal to their attack. If either or both minions' health reaches 0, they will be destroyed. A minion's health, once damaged, stays damaged until they are healed by a spell or other effect. Some minions have a special power known as a battle cry. A battle cry triggers when a minion is first played. For example, the Acidic Swamp Ooze card has a battle cry effect of destroying an opponent's weapon when played. This means that anytime you play Acidic Swamp Ooze, it will automatically destroy the enemy player's weapon. Some minion cards have effects known as death rattles. When a death rattle card is destroyed, it will do something special. For example, the Dark Cultist card has a death rattle effect of giving +3 health to a random friendly minion. This means when the Dark Cultist card is killed in any way, it will grant a random minion additional health. There are dozens of other special powers and abilities that minions have, and as you play the game and fight against many other kinds of cards, you will learn just how many powers there can be. Spells. Spells are one-time use cards that can do many incredible things. A spell card is always class-specific, meaning that each class you play has their own unique spells that other classes cannot use. In order to cast a spell, you simply play the card and select the valid target, if any. Some spells deal direct damage, such as Fireball, which deals 6 damage to any target of your choice, while other spells do something crazy like Evolve, which causes all your minions to change into other types of minions. Secrets. Technically, secrets are considered to be spells, but they work a little different than spells, so we will look at them separately. Secrets are special spells that can be activated ahead of time but trigger only when specific conditions are met. For example, Counterspell Mage Secret will stop the next spell your enemy casts. Secrets are played on your turn, but activate only on the opponent's turn when certain conditions are met. Secrets are a great way to set up a trap for your opponent. Weapons. Weapon cards allow your character to directly attack minions or your opponent. Each weapon has an attack value and a durability. Durability means how many times you can use your weapon before it breaks. A weapon with an attack of 2 and a durability of 3 means you can attack with it 3 times before your weapon breaks. Be cautioned though, when you attack a minion with a weapon, the minion will still do damage to your character. Still, a weapon can be a very powerful tool, allowing you to remove minions from the board. After you've played your cards and hit the end turn button, your opponent will take their turn. This will go back and forth until one of you reaches 0 hit points, thus losing the game. Hearthstone is a very simple game to learn, and with a few practice rounds, you should get the hang of it. However, the real challenge comes in learning how to play the game well. In order to best set you up for success, let's look at how all the different classes in Hearthstone work.